You're someone who walks against the crowd. You're someone who you might see yourself as a black sheep. You might be seeing yourself as someone who goes against the authority or go against what people say. You don't believe the same things as other people, but you have a deeper understanding of the universe that others just don't seem to agree with. If this is resonating, definitely this is for you. Obviously, only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, I'm going to divide this into 3. I'm feeling called to do that tonight. So the very first card, you got the 10 of Cups. I am definitely feeling that you are meant to be here for something greater. And just like the 10 of Cups, it's all about that end goal, that completion. And you're about to complete one of your challenges or one of your setbacks that you have been, I feel, falling yourself into those patterns again, but you're actually going to end that pattern and you're getting closer to what you're supposed to be doing. You're getting closer to that soul mission, that soul purpose. Your next card is the Ace of Swords. So you have a movement towards what you're wanting and what your soul purpose is. You are someone who walks to the beat of your own drum. You're someone who understands that it's okay to have a different opinion to others and you don't have to agree with the crowd. You might be someone who sees the truth. Maybe you're someone who even sees or hears or feels a vibration when someone's telling the truth compared to someone who's telling a lie. But you're getting closer to your purpose here. So this could be investing in some sort of mediumship. This could be, and I'm feeling very drawn to say that this is someone who is more spiritual. This could be taken another way. So the Ace of Swords could be someone just wanting to develop themselves in whatever way. You want to be a lawyer, you got to get in by studying and making sure to get yourself into the course. But you are entering into this in a different route. Others might take a normal route. You've taken a bit of a scenic route, but I feel there was a reason why you weren't to go into this until now. So you could have been needing to learn something, or maybe you were just feeling that you were in that state of mind. Who knows? You know. You also have the Empress. This Empress is all about that beautiful energy that you have, that energy that you've been bringing into this world. You are meant to be doing more with it spiritually. I believe this wholeheartedly, that this collective that I am speaking to right now, you are meant to be on a much more spiritual journey. You might even be opening the doors right now to your spiritual journey. You might be going, I don't know where to start. Maybe you're thinking everything is too complicated. One person says this, another says this. It's not that either one is wrong. It's the way they perceived the messages, or it's way they have taken on information from the people who taught them. And one of the ones I do love hearing is when people get told about loved ones who've passed on. Now, if you're someone who understands the process, it's instant. I have had family who've passed on contact me almost down to the very second. And then you're getting told by some people, and I believe that's one that's in a book, where they tell you the family member has to enter in 9 different gates before they can get into the gates of heaven, or they have to choose a door. Depending on the door depends on whether they move to heaven or start a new life here on earth. And I'm sure there's many other examples, but it's a case of knowing that they believe the information that they're telling, but they also don't understand that they have interpreted wrong. And you might be questioning why. It's one thing to get a message from spirit. It's another thing to actually understand that we as humans will try and interpret it. You might get an image, you might get a word of a dog. And then with that dog, you might get a balloon. And so logically, we will look at this and go, a dog and a balloon. Balloons are related to parties. Parties are birthdays. So you got a dog for your birthday. It might be true, but it also might be that this dog is called Balloon, or maybe it loved balloons. And that's why it's better to say, hey, I'm getting told the word dog and the word balloon. I don't know how they connect, but I wanted to tell you that. And then the person from there, they might go, oh, wow. They might also think you're just reaching for words. And you just say, hey, look, you don't have to tell me if you don't feel comfortable. We can, whatever comes up, comes up. And work with them. Now, next you've got the Akashic libraries open with the Orca magic. This is all about you learning that knowledge of spirituality, that I feel you might be even tapping into your past lives, or you might be someone going into a shadow phase where you're working with your shadow to bring it into your light. You also don't need to feel like you need to get it all done in 1 year, or 1 month, or 1 week. Spirituality, no matter the path you take on that one, it's always developing. Even those who are classed as like spiritual elders, who are very famous, who are very amazing at what they do, they are forever learning. They're learning from spirit. They're learning from other people. You don't have to feel that you have to know everything right now. But it doesn't stop you from just understanding the process. You've also got Dragonland Garden. A new world is born. I feel this energy that you are going to be not only entering this spiritual journey that you're about to embark on. If it's a case that you've been doing it for a while, you're opening doors by realizing that your ego, your opinions are your opinions, and need to open yourself more to others. They don't have to be right. You don't have to agree. But listening is and will be your greatest tool. Your greatest tool. The Dragonland Garden for you is working with people. You are, and this is not how this card is meant to be read, by the way, but the message I'm getting is that you're meant to open yourself up more to others. You're meant to open yourself up with yourself, and also you're meant to allow yourself to receive messages. Don't feel scared. Spirit doesn't want to scare you. You also have a beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself. And I feel this is really important because when it comes to spirituality, especially when you're dealing with, for example, big bang awakening, everything feels so heightened. Everything's so amazing. You can hear, you can see, you know things, whatever it is. And it can be overwhelming or really exciting at the same time. And you want to dive into it straight away. You're like, yes, let's do it. That is the best time for you to ease into it. Yes, you want to move into it, but you want to move into it embracing it, not trying to rush it. Spirit is quick, yes. But for us, we need to slow ourselves down because we need to understand it. We need to allow ourselves and our bodies to adjust to these changes. Because if you don't, if you rush into it, Spirit's going to stop you because you're going to overwhelm yourself, and Spirit's going to say, hey, you need to stop. And it could be a case of like you get a cold, a slight flu, whatever it is. But if you ignore the signs, it's going to be bigger of a stop. Okay, I'm going to pop these on the side. I will mention, and I'm bringing this in now. So I wrote down from a meditation some of the messages that were coming in for me. So the first thing was, you don't follow the crowd. That was a very strong message. So could be someone says zig you zag. I also got the song Tangled. It's the very first song in that movie. And the specific words were, when will my life begin? And that could be an awakening, that could be something. Another thing that's come to me, this was more in a dream, but there was a green jumper, and it almost was as if it was glowing. It gave me a sense of, to me, honestly, I felt radioactive. I don't know, but that might resonate. Maybe you have a green jumper, a bright green jumper. There's also something here about feeling a sense of justice. And when I felt this sense of justice, I don't know if it's just a case of you feel everyone should understand this or you want to control something here, but you also need to learn when it's appropriate and when it's time to let go. You see the beauty in something, but no one else does. And again, I feel these are kind of related in a ways. And this one again was in a dream. It came to me as if something beautiful was made and people were just destroying it. And I'm sitting there going, what are you doing? It's beautiful. And they're like, it's just a thing. And it is just a thing. We can cherish it, but we shouldn't try to control it. Hopefully that makes sense. I also got rosemary, like the herb, but it could be a name as well. Which rosemary is spiritual clarity, protection, love, all those things. There's also something here about financial worries, and I think that is a lot of the case for some of you. Maybe you're wanting to get into a course and you're checking your bank account, looking at the course and going, it's too expensive. Um, It might not be in your price range right now, but you need to look into more positive thoughts and more positive words when it comes to your finances, even if it is true that your bank account is at $0. You go, oh, that opportunity will find me, or something like that. I also got the image of the temperance card. So, temperance is that balance card. So, you might be someone who is seeking that balance, and I feel you will get it. I feel you will. There it is. So, the temperance card. So, this is the lunar Lipin version, but it's the cups balancing, everything being equal in there. Okay. I want to grab some cards from this for clarifiers. So I feel you need to learn something, but you do need to trust. There we go. Trust everything will happen in its process. You also need to let go of the control. Again, there's that repeat with that control. So you really need to let go of control. I feel this might be someone here saying no, but you're also getting told no. That letting go doesn't mean that you're. Oh, I will trust that these were also meant to come out as well. But the no is all about that when you don't loosen the reins, opportunities just don't come to you. And it's a case of that you will get knocked back because you're trying to control rather than just, it's not accepting, it's understanding that you're appreciative of what you've got at the moment, but you're wanting something better or you're wanting something more. It is up to you. We have free will, you have free will. Whatever you choose is your decision. It's up to you to choose whether you do it today or 10 years from now. Once you do, I do like there's an opportunity. And that's that your 10 of cups kind of opportunity where it will lead to that. You will need to understand that there's some people that you will need to let go of. I feel you already know that, or you feel a sense of distance from certain people. Maybe it's a case when you're with them, you're kind of feeling, uh, is it time to go? What? And it might be a case of not completely letting go, but understanding that, limiting your time instead of spending 3 hours or whatever it is with them. You're going, hey, let's catch up for a coffee, and you're catching up for half an hour instead. It's learning that boundaries, learning that side of where you're going. There is something coming in, and I feel very happy with this within the next few months. And I feel that you're going to be not only getting good news, but you are going to be in a whole different headspace within the next few months. It could be that you're dealing with something, maybe you look into, I definitely recommend, if you're someone who is looking at the finance side of things, like I can't afford this, Awaken with Victoria is one that is awesome. She does have a paid version, obviously probably a lot better, but she does have her YouTube videos, and she does talk you through why it's important to do the thing, and does like a mini thing, for example, a mini meditation of clairaudience, clairvoyance, or something like that. And I love how she does it because she explains the why, how it works, and then gets into the practice. And you can watch those videos over and over again to build your strength. Ask your angels now. You can take this as you want. So I love using the angels, but you can use it as using the divine, spirit, ancestors, all of it. whatever you want to pick here, you're asking them for guidance, you're asking them for help. And it could be a simple thing. You're going, okay, I see that things have been waking up. Maybe this is not the first video, maybe this is the 4th, 20th video, whatever it is. But you're at a point that you're wanting to reach out, asking them for a sign, just saying, hey, give me a sign. You can be as specific as you want. You can go, I would love for you to send me a yellow platypus within the next 48 hours. And you can say, send it to me 3 times. And you don't have to outwardly ask, you can internalize it. So your phone and whatever else is not influenced by it. You just think what you want them to provide you and say, if you're here, give me this sign, and just forget about it. Obviously, remind yourself of write down somewhere what you put, maybe on a piece of paper. I'd recommend paper more than your phone, but write it down. And then in the next 48 hours, if you see something, and that's when your guides will go, we're here. And that's when you can start building a relationship. They've been waiting for you to reach out. You just need to ask. You need to reach out. Okay. I feel a couple more cards from this deck. You also need to let yourself have some grace. You also need to wait. They're telling you to wait. Don't rush. Phil, we've had a repeat message on that. In the near future, and again, that is something coming in the near future. You're going to get some more clarity in the near future. You're feeling that you're going to open some doors. Maybe it's an opportunity. It's amazing how much spirit goes. You want, or you follow the signs that they give you, or follow the signs that your higher self, whatever it is, gives you, and then suddenly an opportunity opens up. Oh, you want to do mediumship. Someone's offering a mentorship for mediumship, and you get it completely covered for you because the angels, your guides, they gave you that guidance. Now we've got Indrael. So you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. The next one you have is Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? I love that because that is exactly what we said at the start of the video. So I love that we're getting that synchronicity. Okay, we are going to leave this one here. If you're wanting a bit more of a deep diver into what your journey is really meant for you, what are you meant to do? Definitely check out the links down below. I have sessions available. There are limited spots. Otherwise, I hope everyone has a beautifully blessed and wonderful insert your time zone. Bye.